Hey friends, welcome back to Beer and Beauty. It's Kasha. So, I really got to get some recycling done because look at my empties box. I've been falling behind. I haven't been able to do my empties for so long, and I got to do them. I can go recycle all this crap. So let's just get into it. Okay, let's talk about it. But yeah, empties video today. But yeah, before we get into it, today's beer of the day is a beer called Dark, Dank, and Sticky from the Hop Concept, from a brand called the Hop Concept. Looks like this. Hop Pressure Series India Pale Ale looks like this. Cheers. Let's give it a taste. It is a little bit maltier, like you can definitely, it's an IPA, and it's got that bright, fun IPA taste, but it's a little bit malty, and you can tell that it's got a kind of higher alcohol content, which it kind of does. It's got 8.5 alcohol content. You can kind of taste it, but it's still really drinkable and refreshing, especially if you're somebody that loves IPAs. Yeah, it's pretty hoppy, very hoppy, but I like hoppy beers. I guess that's the whole point. If it's dank and sticky, that means that it's filled like with a rich concentration of hops. So I taste that, I feel that, and I love that. Cheers. But yeah, I haven't done an empties video in a long time. My box is pretty full, so let's just kind of get into it right away. I'll try to go through things in the same order as I usually do. I usually go and I start with vitamins first, then I go into bath and body products, then hair products, then skincare, then makeup. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I think this is all the vitamin containers that I have here. I actually used up a lot of vitamins because, you know, of the illness going on. Gotta take your vitamins. So I've been trying very hard to remember at all times to take them. I think there's even other ones that I don't have here, but see, this is like a multi-vitamin for little kids, omega-3. I like omega-3s. I feel like they really help me with my skin. I like the little chewy kinds just because they're tasty, and I remember to take them more because they taste good. Sometimes I try not to do the gummies for too long because I don't want to, I want to cut back on sugar sometimes. These are very tasty, these Nature Made for Kids First multis with omegas. I actually have another one that I'm going through right now. Yeah, there's another one here that I'm like halfway through. I like them, they're tasty, but I don't think I'm going to rebuy them just because I think I'm going to take some time off of the chewy kind and just get like regular adult vitamins for adults. And then I have my probiotics. I always take probiotics because I feel like everything just functions better when I'm taking probiotics. There's this Garden of Life doctor formulated probiotics. It's like a woman's formula. These were fine, but they're expensive. High potency probiotics always are. I think I'm gonna just stick with the Trader Joe's for a while. I recently repurchased these Trader Joe's advanced strength probiotics. I've never had. This is the best price I've found for a high potency probiotic on the market, and it's like $14 for a bottle like this. These tend to be like around $30, so and I feel like these kind of work better actually. So I'm gonna keep buying the Trader Joe's ones because I really like them. They're a really good bang for your buck, and I have another container of these that I've been taking a lot. I also finally finished these Metagenics vitamin D3 capsules, little gel capsules. There's like 120 in here. My gynecologist recommended that I take these for a number of reasons, just for overall women's health, bone health. The vitamin D also helps with your mood. It also helps prevent cancer, apparently. I think that's why he recommended it to me. He's just like, or you know, it won't prevent it, but it will help. And I liked taking them because of the mood enhancing benefits. I definitely felt like, especially in the winter, taking some vitamin D was helping me with my mood, helping me stay motivated. Also helps with your immune system. That's why I finally finished them. And I actually don't take these every day because they're very high potency, these Metagenics ones. My doctor actually recommended that I take them every other day. Sometimes I'll take them like 2 or 3 times a week, once a week. If I like, it depends on like if I remember. If I can't remember if I take them at all, if I already took these, then I won't take them again. These are pretty expensive. But yeah, 120 capsules to take every like second day. This lasted me like a good year, this bottle. I don't know if I'll buy those again. Probably not, just because they're expensive and I just take multis for vitamin D. Maybe one day if I'm like battling something again. Like if I'm battling some sort of illness, I might take it again. But last vitamin container to show you is Nature's Promise Vitamin A. During the COVID outbreak, I started taking these every single day because the vitamin A keeps your mucous membrane healthy. I originally bought this bottle because I was getting angular dermatitis. I was getting like cracking and splitting of my lips, and I read that vitamin A could help with that, but aside from that, vitamin A helps your mucous membrane and keeps your lungs healthy. So I started taking these during coronavirus like daily, just to keep my lungs healthy, stay healthy in general. Vitamin A is something that is ample in vegetables, so taking these every day and then vegetables every day, I feel like is a big part of the reason I don't know if I ever like had coronavirus. Maybe I fought it off, or maybe my vitamin regimen was really good, my hand washing regimen was really good, my mask wearing regimen. I feel like all those things kept me healthy. But you know, talk to your doctor. I'm not a medical professional, this is just what I do. So talk to your doctor if any of these ideas that I'm sharing with you sound compelling to you. And disclaimer over. Next up, I think we shall talk about hand washing body products. I used up a lot of rubbing alcohol. There's even another like bottle of rubbing alcohol that I used up. There was a moment in time in LA where like I would check every single store that even vaguely I thought would have rubbing alcohol, and they almost never had it. I was never able to find like 70% alcohol or 91%, but at one point in some like tucked away, forgotten about like bodegas like near me, I found these 50% alcohols. This one was fine, it's just a 50% rubbing alcohol. This one is like wintergreen flavored. It was like green, and I hated this. This was so stupid. Why would anybody add like a scent and a color to rubbing alcohol? Like, what does this improve the experience of rubbing alcohol for anybody? I really don't think so. I'll never buy wintergreen alcohol ever again. It was disgusting. This Gables alcohol, it's a 99% alcohol that I got at Cinema Secrets before they closed. It's interesting that Cinema Secrets closed like right at the beginning of all the lockdowns of the coronavirus related lockdowns. I thought that was strange. And before I bought this, I kind of felt guilty that I like bought a bunch of crap from Cinema Secrets, and I like were just like, oh, I'll never get through all that alcohol. This really helped me because I was using alcohol a lot to like sanitize my hands, sanitize my shoes. I still actually, sometimes if I remember, I'll still sanitize my shoes. I have a little spray bottle of alcohol next to where I keep my shoes, and I spray my shoes down after a long day of doing deliveries out there in the world. Spray it down with the alcohol. And what I would do is, because the 50% isn't like strong enough, I would mix in the 99% to create like a slightly more effective solution. Because I feel like this 99% is too strong. It's like it dries too fast, so it doesn't effectively sanitize. And then the 50% is not strong enough. But when you mix them together, maybe you can get like a 70% solution. I don't know. I feel like it worked. I'm not a scientist though, so maybe check with a scientist, but I was kind of desperate. Like, I couldn't find alcohol anywhere. I could only find this, and then I actually bought this for my kit because this is what I use to activate alcohol-activated palettes for paint and also for sanitation. But I think in the future I'm going to be using, I don't know if I'll be using 99% in the future, I don't know. I've already talked about it so much. I also had like a bigger container of 99% alcohol that Mike, when I emptied it out, he just threw it away because he didn't realize that I like to collect my empties for empties videos. But yeah, lots of rubbing alcohol got used since the last time I did an empties video. I need a sip. I've already been talking so much. I also used up another container of hand sanitizer. This is the one that I would keep around with me. It's funny because I bought this hand sanitizer at CVS in like February, and I felt almost guilty about it because it was just like an impulse. They were doing some sort of sale that like you could buy 4 travel size items and get one free, and this is like one of the things I decided to pick up, and I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I still have hand sanitizer back at home. Little did I know this would become a hot commodity. This is just like regular CVS hand sanitizer. I like this actually. I recently, after I finished this, I bought some hand sanitizers from Nigel's, and the Nigel's one is kind of like sticky. This was not so sticky, but it was also not too drying. The aloe vera in it is, I think is nice. It's a good one. Very basic, but like good. Like not too sticky, not too drying. So hand soap was another thing that I felt a little bit guilty about buying at the beginning, being like, I got too much hand soap. Why do I have 2 bottles of hand soap at my house? Like I only live by myself. I probably could get by with just 1 bottle of hand soap. But yeah, lots of hand washing happened last month. I also used up a bar of Dial soap. I have another one going right now, just like a regular bar of antibacterial Dial soap. My boyfriend bought that just because we were doing lots of hand washing while he was here. He was here in April, basically all of April he was here. But yeah, between the two of us, this $1 bottle of Dial hand soap we used up. This is nice and antibacterial. It smelled really nice, really pleasant. I think it did a good job cleaning the hands. I felt like my hands were definitely sanitized after I used this. Kills 99% alcohol. I also had another container of this Trader Joe's French liquid hand soap. It's Trader Jacques. Pardon mon français, Trader Jacques. Before I moved to LA, I was taking lots of French classes and I was trying to get pretty good, but I think I've gotten out of the habit, unfortunately. But I hate not knowing Spanish in LA. Like, there's so many Spanish speakers here. I wish I knew more Spanish, so I'm trying to get back into that. But so French is kind of on the back burner, but we're not talking about languages right now. We're talking about hand soap. I love this hand soap. I love how fragrant it is. I love the smell. I love that it's French milled. It's just like kind of a slightly luxury hand soap, but it's really not too expensive either. It's only like $4 for this container. This was $1 at Food for Less. This was obviously from Trader Joe's. I rebought it because I loved it so much. It's the Orange Blossom Honey scent. I think it's absolutely lovely, and it doesn't strip your hands. I feel like it cleans your hands really beautifully, and as you can see, I bought a second container of this stuff because I loved it so much. But yeah, I used up one of these. Almost like I just bought this like 2 weeks ago and it's already half gone. Yeah, I guess I really love it a lot. What can I say? And I'll probably buy it again because I intend to continuously keep buying my Trader Joe's probiotics. I'm gonna keep buying this, and I actually have another Trader Joe's thing I want to show you later. Stay tuned. Trader Joe's is like, I don't know, getting really cool. Like Trader Joe's skincare is getting cool. I like it. I prefer like liquid hand soaps over the bar. The bar is great because it's cheap and it's effective. It definitely cleans your hands. It definitely kills germs. But this is also cheap. Like the Dial hand soap, this was a $1. I think there was a point in time where hand soap was a little bit more expensive because like you couldn't keep it on the shelf. So perhaps sales stopped happening for a while just to deter people from like hoarding. Which is probably a good move, but I did like this. And I remember buying this and be like, oh, I shouldn't have bought that. I don't need any hand soap right now. it got used up pretty quickly, so. Moving on, let's go and talk about body care. Body care. You know, let's go ahead and talk about this so I can continue my love affair, talking to you about my newfound love affair of Trader Joe's. So I used up one of my favorite shower oils in the whole world. This is the L'Occitane almond shower gel. That's the sweet almond oil like shower gel. And gosh, I just love this so much. It has such a unique texture. It comes out like kind of oily, and then when water hits it, it turns into like a cleansing milk. It doesn't dry out your skin, which is amazing for people who have dry skin like me, and it smells incredible. And this bottle actually lasted me a long time just because I treat it so specially. Like it's so special to me that I don't want to use it up too quickly, so I just kind of use it like maybe once or twice a week just so it lasts longer. But I finally used it up. And I think I would like to repurchase it again one day, but it is so expensive. I think this bottle is like $27. But I recently found a dupe at Trader Joe's. This is the Trader Joe's Nourish Shower and Bath Cleansing Oil with Almond Oil. Looks like this. Although the smell is not the same. It's still a pleasant smell, but it's significantly less fragrant than the L'Occitane, but the textures are very much the same. I just bought this, I only used it a few times, but the texture is absolutely comparable. It's got that oil, it comes out as an oil when you rub it on, and then the water hits the oil, meets the oil, it creates like a milk. It's not drying. It's lovely to shave with, actually. I really love it for that. It's lovely to shave with. It's non-stripping, keeps your skin really moisturized. It has a really nice smell, and it does kind of have like a sweet almond oil kind of smell, but it's not as strong as this one, but it's still really nice in its own right. And this is $8 as opposed to like $27 or something like that for something like this. Of course, this is a smaller bottle, but still. I think one day I'll still buy this again, but this was a really nice find. This is a really exciting thing to find. I really love this. So I'm so excited to be able to share this dupe with you guys. It was great. And I think I'll buy this again too if I ever, have a need for another shower oil. I have so much more left to go, and I've already been recording for so long. What can I say? Next thing I want to share with you is, this is just a container I've been keeping this stuff in, but I've used up a lot of my own concoctions of upcycled this container twice for my own coffee scrub and oatmeal scrub concoctions. So first I made like a coffee scrub with all these incredible like butters and oils. That was so good. If you guys want to check it out, I have it listed on my Poshmark page as well as my Etsy page. The link will be down below if you want to check out my coffee scrubs. But it is incredible, like really transformed my skin. I feel like this is a big contributing factor to why my psoriasis on my legs has all but completely gone away. I finally am starting to win the battle of eczema on my foot. I've had like this really itchy eczema on my foot, on my left foot, for like a year basically, and it's finally like going away a little bit, and I feel like this has helped it, as well as some of my lotions that I've made, my whipped lotions that I've made. And yeah, I love it. It's got like coffee and oatmeal in it and sugar to exfoliate with, but also lots of really moisturizing and nourishing oils and butters, such as mango butter, shea butter, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil. And I tried to put a lot of anti-inflammatory ingredients in here too. Like there was beeswax, like hemp seed oil, what else? Some manuka honey, there's lots of great stuff in here. I really try to put together a recipe that was going to be like awesome. And I feel like it is awesome, and I love it. And then, after I finished that coffee scrub, I made an oatmeal honey scrub. So the oatmeal honey scrub had obviously oatmeal, brown sugar, honey, both manuka honey and just like regular cheaper honey, just so I could make it like very honey feeling. The texture was really awesome, actually. It was because of the brown sugar. When you scoop it out of the container, it like sticks to itself and it's not so sticky to you. Because I try to use a good amount of honey, I was worried that maybe it would be really sticky, but it really wasn't. And then I used, of course, some more mango butter, some cocoa butter, and rosehip oil, sweet almond oil, lots of other great oils. You can read all about it in my listing on Etsy as well as on Poshmark. Maybe, just maybe, I'll put him on my personal Square site, but yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that anyway. Okay, I used up 2 Body Shop little sample size like body butters here. The first one I used up was this shea butter one. It was really lovely. It was non-greasy, nice and thick, but not too thick. Disappeared into your skin really nicely, but I feel like it could stand to be more nourishing. I feel like you could tell that there was like a large amount of preservatives in this stuff. And I don't know, man, I just like kind of prefer my own concoctions. I don't think I'm going to repurchase this anytime soon. It was really nice to try. I felt like it did nourish and moisturize my skin quite a bit and combat my psoriasis a little bit. Shea butter is an incredible like anti-inflammatory moisturizing ingredient. But I feel like there's other shea butter recipes that are more effective than this, including my own. Like, I feel like if I just use raw shea butter, it's a little bit better on my skin than I think this is. But I'm going to hold on to this container to upcycle with, because I like to use a lot of these containers to put my own little concoctions in as I'm like formulating different recipes and like tweaking them if they're not so perfect. For instance, I'm doing that right here with this container. But I actually took this particular body butter with me when I went home at the beginning of May to Massachusetts, and this was like the body moisturizer that I took with me. And here I have, this is the Satsuma body moisturizer. I think the best thing about the Satsuma body moisturizer is how beautiful the smell was. It just smelled like orange Starburst. It was like a very fruity candy smell, and that made for a really nice luxurious experience. Of course, it definitely like moisturized your skin, but it wasn't like the most nourishing, most skin transforming like body butter I've ever used. The texture is really nice. As a matter of fact, I will say that most of the body butters that I've tried from the Body Shop, they have like the same texture. They all have like a pretty thick texture that like disappears into your skin pretty quickly. I think what makes pretty much all the butters different is just slightly the ingredients, but just the scents. I will say that the coconut body butter and the almond milk and honey ones are especially nice. I feel like they're at a really fair price point, which I like, and the Body Shop's mission for sustainability is really admirable. Like I've done I watched Hiram's video about the Body Shop, and it makes me happy how far they go to make sure that they sustainably source their ingredients, to the point that they'll even like stop sourcing certain things. I think they stopped making the shea butter for a while because they couldn't find a sustainable source. Like I can't remember which one. I think it might have been the shea, but I don't know if it was something different. Yeah, there was some like popular product, like a really popular product for them that they stopped making for a little while because they couldn't find a sustainable source. And I feel like that's really noble and awesome that they did that. And I like the Body Shop's body butters, and I think I'll buy them again. I don't know if I'll buy these ones. I'll probably, if anything, I'll buy the honey and almond milk one. I feel like that was a really nice one for my skin. My skin really liked that one. But yeah, these are also fun to try, and I'm gonna upcycle the containers. So double whammy for you. I really like these. Okay, so next up we have this Shea Moisturizing Body Wash from Tree Hut. Looks like this. This is the Moroccan Rose flavor or scent, whatever you want to call it. The scent is absolutely extraordinary. I absolutely love the Moroccan Rose scent. I love their line, but the superior product from this line of scents is their sugar scrub. The sugar scrub smells amazing and it works amazingly. I tried actually all the other products from this line. I tried the body wash, I also tried the body butter, and I tried the body lotion. It kind of all performed the way you might expect. I feel like the shea makes it more moisturizing. It's not a totally stripping formula, but I feel like there's probably quite a bit of like surfactants and just like foamy soap ingredients in here that might dry out your skin. The shea combats that a little bit, but I probably won't repurchase it anytime soon. Maybe one day if I'm like in a pinch. It was fun to try. I liked getting the little sample sizes. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say to that. And then I finished a little mini sample of like a Lush lotion. This is the Creme Karma body lotion from Lush. Looks like this. I love the smell of this. It had like a really beautiful like patchouli incense kind of scent. I'm sorry, I gotta close the window. It's like getting really noisy. But yeah, I really loved the Creme Karma lotion. My favorite thing about it was probably the smell. It was just like such a nice smell. It was so like burning incense. It just smelled like burning incense. It was spicy, it was musky, it was really nice. And then at the same time, I finished like a full container of the Sympathy pour la peau, or Sympathy for the Skin. Another like Lush body lotion, and that one was really nourishing. I love the banana smell. It made my skin feel super awesome. I feel like it did have like a lot of nourishing like anti-inflammatory ingredients, but still I retain that my favorite lotion that I've ever tried from Lush, and I've liked a lot of their lotions, and I'm making my own handmade skincare is giving me a lot of reinvested or renewed love for handmade skincare. I still think that they're charging a little bit too much, but then again, I think they're putting a lot of good practices into their recycling program and other sustainable programs and paying their workers fairly. I actually might want to like look into getting a job at Lush. I really like Lush. And I love making skincare, homemade skincare. Anyway, I love Sympathy pour la peau, but Dream Cream is my favorite one from Lush. That one like really saved my life. Like it really was one of those game-changing ingredients that really helped my skin. I love body butters, and that's actually still to this day one of my favorite ones. The Dream Cream. Sympathy for the Skin is like definitely up there like too. That one's really nice too. That one's a little bit more lightweight. If you don't like how thick the Dream Cream is, you might like Sympathy for the Skin instead. This one's just kind of fun for the smell. I'm sure it's got a lot of great ingredients. I think it's got argan oil and stuff like that in it. And it's still super nice. It's not like a waste of time or anything like that. But there's other Lush recipes that I prefer. I've loved them all so far. There's something I like about all of them. Let me mention quickly this toothpaste that I used up. This is kind of like body care, I suppose. I used up 2 flavors of this stuff. I got like a 3-pack of these guys from Ulta, like the little artesian toothpastes from Ulta. And they had 3 different flavors. This is like the Marvis brand. And I used up the spearmint one, and this is the cinnamon mint one. Or I'm still working on like the winter mint one right now. I'm like halfway through there. These are really fun. I don't think they do extraordinary things for your teeth, but they're like really aesthetic. I don't know if they're sulfate free actually. I think they are sulfate free, which is something that's actually really important to me when it comes to toothpaste. Sulfate ridden toothpaste dries my mouth out, my lips out especially. So if you're somebody that like suffers from angular dermatitis, that's when the corners of your lips like crack open and it's really hard to heal, or like chapped lips, you might want to look into getting sulfate-free toothpaste. And this one's like nice and aesthetic and cute. I like the flavors. I don't think that any of the flavors are very powerful, like they weren't super strong. But I don't know if I'm probably not going to repurchase these, but they were really fun to try. I do want to try the Moon toothpaste that is at Ulta. I've tried the Hello toothpaste before, which I really like, and I like the Schmidt's toothpaste a lot. But I think I'm gonna try the Moon one next. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about hair stuff. I think this is all the hair stuff that I have in this box. I'm sure there's other hair stuff that I used up last month that Mike like threw away the containers, not knowing that I need to save my trash. He was actually absolutely right about me. You guys, I'm sorry, but the truth is I'm not good at cleaning. Accumulate too many things, but you know, the events over the last 2 months have been kind of good for me. I've gone back to basically a no-buy, and yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's see, what do I want to talk about first? I guess I'll talk about this shampoo and conditioner from Diva Curl that I tried. This is the No Poo Decadence and the One Condition Decadence from Diva Curl. These were nice hydrating like shampoo and conditioner, very lightweight formulas. The thing about the No Poo is it doesn't suds up. I thought my hair actually retained a good bit of moisture, but I don't know if you guys heard, but first of all, I have straight hair. This is like, I haven't done anything to my hair. This is just how it looks when it comes out of the shower. I washed my hair today. It's so straight. I do not have curly hair, but I don't know what it was, but I was so curious to try this stuff. I was really like, there was a pang in my heart being like, oh, I have to know, because I actually do remember their like matcha conditioner a long time ago I tried. I really liked it. It smelled amazing, and I thought it was really hydrating. I thought it made my hair really soft. But of course, because I'm not curly, it's not doing anything for my curls, because there are no curls. But I also heard that a lot of people have experienced like hair loss from using Diva Curl products, and I'm just like, what? Anyway, I won't repurchase these because I don't want any hair loss. I'm sorry, I had to switch out my card, so I don't know where I left off. But these are moisturizing, but I don't want to lose my hair, so I won't be repurchasing these. So that's that on that. I used up one Venus Gillette razor. I like to use these little guys on my little mini travel size razor head. I only buy the cheapest ones. I don't think it's worth it to buy the more expensive ones. The cheap ones work great on its own. Yeah, that's that on that. I used up this Mystic Divine Coconut Complex Hydrating Mask. Looks like this. This was really nice. I thought it was really hydrating. Not like an all-encompassing great conditioner, but it was very hydrating. I like it alone for that. The texture was nice and like liquidy, but not too liquidy, not too creamy. It was nice. I don't think I'll rebuy this though. I have another one that like is like a different formula. It's like the purple one that will probably show up in next month's empties. This is a thing I got in an Ipsy bag. This is the Marc Anthony Hydrating Coconut Oil and Shea Butter little liquid serum. It's just like a little liquid serum. Maybe, is there any left? A couple drops. I'll put some in the ends of my hair, I think. It's just like a really liquidy, it smells great, it's really coconutty, it smells like macaroons or something like that. Little hydrating serum. I like Marc Anthony actually. They have a great anti-frizz deep conditioner. I like that. I like that stuff. I don't think I'll rebuy this though, because it took me forever to use up this little sample. It's just like a light hydrator, adds a little bit of shine. It's not anything revolutionary, but it was nice. It was a fun thing to get inside of an Ipsy bag for sure. I used up this Nioxin scalp treatment, scalp and hair treatment from Nioxin. Make your scalp healthier so that you grow longer, better hair. I will say that my hair is the longest it's been in a long time, but the thing is, because of my dip dye, it's weaker towards the ends. So as you can see, it's really thin towards the bottom here, but it is longer than it's ever been. Is this because of Nioxin? Maybe a little. Is this revolutionary? No. I actually think it kind of dries out my scalp a little bit, so I'm not going to repurchase this. I'm not interested. It didn't feel like it did anything revolutionary to my hair. You know what? I think I might cut it in the summer. We'll see. We'll see about that. Speaking of my dip dye, I used up this container of Punky Color in the color Bright Yellow. This is just like a conditioning hair dye. And you don't have to mix it up, you just take it right out of this container. I got about 5 dyes out of this. This is what I've been using primarily to dye my hair with. I mix it with a little bit of green to get like a nice like lime green color. What I'm going for is like lime green, and I like it. And I've used the blue and the pink and the green and the purple before. Really simple, good price point, works great. Doesn't last that long though, maybe like 5 washes I think it being good for. I don't know how soon I'll repurchase something like this. I have other dyes I need to get through. I think I might go for some teal soon, some aquamarine. We shall see. It was nice to have like green hair in the spring, but I think I'm almost fed up with it. I think it's almost time for a change. We'll see. One more hair product. So I recently just finished this Rakuten All Soft Mega Conditioner. And this is like the last like tube of just regular conditioner I have. So I have to buy new conditioner soon. I have like a packet of conditioner that I'm gonna use up. Next month I might have a lot more empties because I'm going to be using lots of packets. This is a little sample size. This is like a protein complex. I feel like this was really moisturizing. I think it did make my hair stronger, but I like it for its like softening. It makes my hair really soft and silky, moisturized. It's nice. I like it. Nourishment for severely dry hair. Yeah, I think it definitely helps with that. I think I might actually try to repurchase this at one point, but there's a couple of other shampoos I'm more interested in buying. But first I'm going to use up all my little samples, so it's going to be a little while. But this was really interesting. I really liked this. Okay, y'all, it's time for a little bit of skincare. I'm surprised that I didn't use up more skincare. It's just that I think I have a lot of stuff that's going to be in next month's video. Almost all gone. Like, it's really close to being all gone. Like, cleansers are almost all gone. But the first thing I'd like to talk about is I used up this Drunk Elephant a Best Day No. 9 jelly cleanser. It looks like this. This was like the Sephora birthday gift. I used this up a while ago actually, probably while still out on the road on my way to LA when I was moving here. I might have had like one more thing, but it's got a great texture, not any fragrance really, doesn't really smell like anything. It's pretty glycerin-y, so it's not very stripping. Very simple, to the point, not stripping, a good cleansing powder kind of cleanser. I really liked it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it again anytime soon, but it was really nice. I liked it. Next up, I'm going to talk about this. This is the thing that I ended up using as my toner when I went to Massachusetts earlier in the month. The Murad Essential Resurgence Replenishing Multi-Acid Peel. Resurgence Replenishing Multi-Acid Peel. So this is just like a lotiony kind of like exfoliator. So I just put a couple of drops of this stuff on my skin and I would spread it onto my face. Sometimes I would use a cotton pad, but usually I didn't have one around, so I just poured it in. And it makes your skin peel. It's a nice little exfoliator. I prefer like, I don't know, there's other exfoliators I prefer. I prefer the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Serum. I prefer the Sakari Baby Facial. I actually, for an exfoliator that works kind of like this, it actually reminds me a lot of this. I like the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. So I don't think I'll repurchase this, but it worked. It definitely exfoliated, made my skin a little bit more radiant, but I'm okay. I had fun trying it, but I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna repurchase it. I don't know if I actually mentioned this in my last month's video, or the last Empties video I did, or not, but this is the Biossance Squalene Rose Oil. Yeah, vitamin C rose oil. So this is like a vitamin C in an oil form, and I thought it was absolutely lovely, really fast absorbing, made my skin nice and radiant, moisturized. I loved it. Brightens and visibly firms. Yeah, I would say that. It was really fun to use. I really liked it. I think I'd like to try it again one day, but I have so many oils right now. I'm kind of overwhelmed with oils. Even if I put oil, like some of these oils all over my body, I wouldn't use up very many before the end of the year, which is kind of nuts to think about actually. But this was really fun. I liked it for vitamin C. Nice, good efficacy. Right now I have like the regular squalane oil from Biossance. They actually have their powerhouse ingredient they love to work with all the time is squalane, and that's actually a really great ingredient, so I like that about them. Okay, what else? First I'll talk about this CeraVe mini of this hyaluronic acid serum from CeraVe. But this is just like a super hydrating serum. It's got hyaluronic acid. Very unspectacular, honestly. It just like gives your skin a little bit of a hydrating boost. And if that's what you're looking for, this is good hyaluronic acid serum. I think it might have some ceramides in it too, because CeraVe, their favorite ingredient to use is ceramides. Ceramides are also a great ingredient. It just gave my skin a little bit of extra hydration, but I don't think I'll repurchase it anytime soon, just because for a serum, I like it to have a more powerhouse ingredient such as vitamin C or peptides or something like that. Hyaluronic acid can be anywhere in your skincare routine. It can be in your cleanser, it can be in your toner, it can be in your moisturizer. I'd like to reserve the serum step for like a more powerhouse ingredient, you know? But this was nice, it was fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Not irritating at all, really soothing, but yeah, won't be repurchasing it. Okay, so here we have the Proteini Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant. I've mentioned this in the EMPTIES videos before. This is my Sephora birthday gift. I used it up. I love this moisturizer. I feel like it makes my skin stronger. I definitely feel the peptides working. Really hydrating, but also lightweight. I think this is great for a great moisturizer for both oily skin people and dry skin people and people in between. Recently I bought the CeraVe moisturizing cream, and I feel like that's actually a pretty good dupe for this. It doesn't have as many peptides, but I feel like the ceramides make your skin stronger. It's good, and it's a much better price point than this. Like this, the full size of this stuff is really expensive, and the full size of the CeraVe moisturizing cream, it's huge. It's like this big, and I'll never use it up. Like there's so much in there, and it's so great, and it's at such a good price point that you can like use it anywhere. It can be a body moisturizer, you can use it on your face. Some people think that it's too thick to use on your face, but I like it on my face. I feel like it's a really good, no nonsense, like strengthening, like good moisturizer for your face. If you're dry, I think you'd like it. You might not like it for if you were a little bit oilier, but I like it. Anyway, oh, I just used this up today. This is like a serum from Vichy Laboratories. Looks like this. This is the Mineral 89 serum. I thought this was really nice hydrating serum. I feel like it did a little bit more than this one, the CeraVe one. I don't know exactly what kind of minerals are in here, but I felt like it was just like a nice moisturizing. I really hate that they're always drilling while I'm doing the video, but I'm just gonna try to power through. We're almost done. We're gonna be done soon. Just gonna power through this, okay? Okay. Yeah, I really love this stuff. I don't think I'll repurchase it again though, because I feel like, yeah, I think I'd like a different kind of serum step for my routine. So I'm gonna hold off on that, but it was nice to try, really fun to try. I got it in like a little bundle of free samples from Ulta. I also got this item from Ulta in that same way, as like a little bonus bundle of stuff. I actually I'm upcycling this container. I made like a little CBD pain relieving balm that I'm using this container as like a sample. I'm gonna give it to a friend. This Vichy, it's the same brand as before. Vichy Ideal Nuits Creme. Like Idealia Nuits. It's like a moisturizer for nighttime. I really hated this. Definitely would not recommend, will not repurchase. I thought it was really sticky. I don't remember it doing anything particular for my skin, and I hated the fragrance. Like the fragrance was so strong, smelled like some old lady nonsense, and I forced myself to use this little jar up, and I didn't like it, and I'm glad to be done with it, so none of this. Me and my boyfriend used up the last 2 of these guys. There was 5 masks in this little package that I got at Ross before all the shit in the world went down. I got it for $10. Oh no, I got it for $4, this 5-pack mask. Okay, that's a pretty good price, but it's like a resveratrol face mask situation. There's 5 in here. I finally used up the last one. Yeah, I feel like it's left my skin nice, and it was a good enough mask, but you gotta be careful not to leave it on your skin for too long, because once it starts drying out, I feel like the effects of it are less nice. It dries out pretty quickly too, so I would only leave this on for like 10 minutes tops. But yeah, the Creme Shop makes nice masks. When I was at cinema makeup school in February, a lot of people had Creme Shop lash glue. Do not get the lash glue, guys, from the Creme Shop. It is garbage. But the masks are nice. I like some of the masks. These aren't my favorite Creme Shop masks. I've tried other ones that were nicer, but yeah, they're okay at making masks. It's time for makeup! We're almost done here, so we're down to the last category, arguably the most fun category. So let's talk about the makeup I used up this month. I used up a long, well, it's been since the last time I've done an empties video, which is basically, this is my first empties video that I'm shooting in my new apartment. It's not even that new anymore. I've been here for like 4 months, 5 months? February, March, April, May. Yeah, at least 4 full months I've been here. But I used up this Beauty So Clean, Super Clean brush cleaner. Really nice. I love it. My Beauty So Clean Wipeout brush cleaner is my favorite brush cleaner I've ever used, like the spray kind. But I'm upcycling this container. I'm using it in my kit to put my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner that I got the Cinema Secrets sale for while they were going out of business. And I'm almost out of that too, so I'm going to keep holding on to this container, and it's going to be a long time before I need to buy a new brush cleaner because I've got so much. So I would love to look at my back, but if anything, I'm going to buy the Wipeout again next time I need to buy more brush cleaner. But I won't need to for a long time because I have a lot. The Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This was nice. I'm not going to rebuy it. It was moisturizing. I like the coconut smell. It did a good job helping me with my makeup, but it's now somewhere in the middle as far as like out of all the setting sprays I've ever tried. It's somewhere in the middle of like quality. You know, it's not one of my favorites. It's not one of my least favorites. It's in the middle. Maybe high up in the middle. It was very pleasant to use, but I've used it up. I'm happy to have used it up, and I'm gonna recycle this container now. Luminous Lash Paradise Hydro Proof mascara. Love this, really affordable mascara. I think this is $13, but it's very comparable to like a high-end mascara. Like, it really does a good job. I use this in my kit. I love it. I probably will repurchase it for my kit again. I actually think it's better than the waterproof formula from Too Faced. This is kind of like a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara, but for their waterproof formula, I like the Lash Paradise much better than the Better Than Sex waterproof formula mascara. So I will repurchase this again, but probably not for a while. House of Lashes Lash Glue. I love it. Probably the most strong lash glue on the market. It's latex free. That's really nice because it's really non-irritating. It's a little bit too crazy for some people though. Like, I feel like I've definitely heard reports of it ripping people's lashes out. I actually have gone back to the Duo Lash Glue recently, which is nice. I really like the Duo Lash Glue. But this is nice too, but you know, I'm gonna hold off for a while. But it was fun. I liked it. I used up my Anastasia Brow Definer in the shade Chocolate. I'm wearing it on my brows today. It's pretty much all done. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to. It's like I've twisted it up all the way. It's all like there's like a little bit of product left, but it's like it's hard to manipulate at this point. It is done. I'm gonna chuck it now. But yeah, lasts a lot longer than the Brow Wizzes. I think it's like the same formula as the Brown Wiz, but just like a little bit more product, and the shape is different. So if you're somebody that does your brows every day, I think this is a really fun product. I don't think I'm going to repurchase it, especially not in chocolate. Look at the chocolate color is a little bit weird for me. Medium brown is my color. That's the one I should be buying. Really, the medium brown color is a little bit more versatile. This one's a little bit more warm, but I like it. I like it a lot actually, and this lasted me a long time. Happy to have finally used it up. I won't be repurchasing it anytime soon. But I do really like the Brow Wiz formula, so I think I might repurchase the Brow Wiz one day. But right now I have a lot of brow product to get through, so just gonna be happy that I used this up. Anastasia Brow Definer. I feel like if you're somebody that has really full brows, this is a product for you. If you're somebody that has more sparse brows, you might want to get the Brow Wiz instead. It's a little bit finer. You can really make the hair-like strokes happen. I like that one too. Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. Looks like this. This is just like the mini. It is nice. Probably one of my favorite felt tip formulas. It doesn't really bleed, really easy to use. Probably my favorite felt tip formula actually, now that I think about it. I'm trying to think of other felt tip eyeliners. This is probably the best one that I think I've ever tried. I really like it. I don't use felt tip liners a lot though, and I have a really lovely hair tipped eyeliner that I'm loving using right now. Actually I have two. I have the Clinique Pretty Easy eyeliner, that's a really good one, and then I have the Hank and Henry eyeliner that I'm using, and I love that one. So those are the ones I'm using to make my winged eyeliners with right now. And I've also had a renewed love for gel eyeliner, so I've been using a lot of gel liner instead. So I'm not going to be repurchasing anything right now because I'm trying to kind of hold off on buying things for a while, you know, finances are just kind of lately. So things right now, especially if I don't love it so much, no frivolous spending is happening right now. And finally, the last thing I have to share with you is this Dior mascara. I love this mascara. This is just the Dior Show Classic mascara. I love it. It's really expensive though for what it is. But I got this as Sephora gratis, so I've had this for a long time. But I really love the wand. It's really full, makes your lashes look beautiful. It has an interesting smell actually. There's a little bit of a fragrance in it, which is strange, but it's just on your lashes, so I guess it's fine. Really lovely mascara. My aunt, this is her favorite mascara. One of my aunts worked at Sephora and she loved this stuff. And this is one of my last really nice good pieces of gratis that I got from Sephora, so it's gonna be sad letting it go, but I probably have held on to this mascara a little bit longer than was kosher, so I'm going to be thanking this mascara for its service, and it's going off to a better place now. So that is it, friends. That is my empties since last time I've done an empties. It's been a couple months. Used up a lot of stuff. It's going to take me forever to edit this video, but thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should try next. If anything that I mentioned has helped you, I'm glad that it helped you. Let me know a little bit about anything that I mentioned. If you'd like to try it, if it sounds interesting to you, I'd love to hear about that. But yeah, until next time, thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. And until next time, cheers.